Alright, here's my project. My fireplace and the mantle above it. Okay, first of all, what I did is I started from there. If you can see there's a hole there. All the wires are shoved through there. There you go. The blue is the supposed where the mantle's going to be at first. What I added above it was blue and the 2x4s, which are 3, 4, 5, 6 blues, and then the final 7th one is the edge of the last 2x4. It could be used for the mantle. Let me back up and kind of give you an overview of how big this thing is. There. So those measurements are from the curtain on the left inside of that window. So what I did in the white, as I get closer, let me turn it this way. As you can see, there's a speaker wire that ran up through the holes and up to there. And then the first 2x4 is, as you can see, 13.5 center. Second 2x4 is 18.5 center. Third 2x4 is 29.5 inch center, 29.5 inch center. The fifth one is 45.5 inch center. The sixth one is 61 3/4, and then 67 1/4, and then the last one is 9.5 inches from the center of the last 2x4. So what I did was I ran the wire, which is above the fireplace, 48 inches. That's what this wire is telling me. 48 inches is a speaker wire. There's a header running across the top of that fireplace, like double 2x4s. So what I did is I just came up, let me use my hand to point. I came up, ran the wires through here above this, came out behind the 2x4s and then back in and then along the header, so that the left speaker wire, as you can see, is marked here, which is black tape. I ran the wire up here, and then the center speaker wire is here, as you can see. It's got orange tape on the end on the bottom there so I could mark them. And then I also ran the power up that goes to the top of the power somewhere in this area is the top of the power. It's along that 2x4, ran it inside behind the insulation and in between the insulation and the drywall. So that should work as far as keeping it from getting overheated. And of course the last speaker wire is tucked in on this side of the 2x4. So my thought would be is once we get that mantle mastered in, I could poke in the hole and find the speaker wire that's looped up there and taped nicely to the 2x4. And I put like an extra, I don't know, probably 2 foot rolled up in each one of these speaker sections. And again, this is that flexible conduit, Greenfield, that goes up, and I left much with the HDMI wire with it. I pushed it up as far as I could to the top there. So once we get an idea where this mantle was actually going to be, I'll have to come back in and poke holes. That should be it. I'm going to take this down so I have it. But remember again, left speaker's black, center speaker's orange, right speaker would be white.